Welcome to Beyond the Trailers coverage of the 2012 Academy Awards, giving you an in-depth look at the top categories. And be sure to cast your vote for who you think should win in our poll at tinyurl.com/BTT Vote 2012. There's even a write-in section, as this year the Oscars are snub central. Now let's take a look at the nominees for Best Actress.
Glenn Close, Albert Nobbs.
Glenn Close and Meryl Streep are considered two of the greatest actresses working today. So what are the odds that they'd have career-highlighting roles the very same year? Pretty darn good, as it turns out. And while it's often fun to imagine who would win when any two heavyweights go head-to-head, with these two we now have our answer. Meryl Streep. Streep has been sweeping practically every awards ceremony this year for her portrayal of the first female and very controversial British Prime Minister. But remember what I said over in the video for Best Actor? As evidenced by the famous Sean Penn over Mickey Rourke win back in 2008, the Academy doesn't like to be told what to do. Plus, a Glenn Close win would have a great backstory. Close first starred in Albert Nobbs back in 1982 when it was a play, and has been working ever since to bring it to the big screen. If she's putting that much work and heart into her Oscar campaign, she could very well win.
Viola Davis, The Help.
This year's Golden Globes, when Meryl Streep was named Best Actress in a Drama and she took to the stage to accept her award, she actually apologized to Viola Davis for winning. That's because while Streep is already Hollywood acting royalty, many in the community would like to see Davis move forward as well, and an Oscar win could go a long way in helping her to do that. Or maybe not. Taraji P Henson famously remarked that despite her Oscar nom for Benjamin Button, she had no offers for work. And she still struggles to work. How about Monique, or Angela Bassett, or Halle Berry? Even Davis was previously nominated for a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for Doubt, yet hardly ever works. The woman went to Juilliard, for heaven's sakes. Same school as Jessica Chastain, and that white actress is booked for like the next 3 years. You know, it's really nice that the Academy works hard to be colorblind, but if they only do it during the Oscars, it's not only pointless, it's insulting.
Rooney Mara, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
The Academy is all about politics, and as is often the case, the real win for Mara here is the nomination itself. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was supposed to breathe awards fire, yet ended up just being full of smoke when it came time to deliver. But while David Fincher, Steve Zaillian, and company will all have no problem moving on, Mara not only is contractually obligated to continue with the franchise, but it's the role that so far defines her career. Without a win here, the film's poor awards and box office showing could be easily blamed on an untested actress like herself. However, with not just an Oscar nomination, but the only major one for the film, that's a very valuable life raft for Mara going forward. Yeah, they don't call Hollywood Swimming with Sharks for nothing.
Meryl Streep, The Iron Lady.
The safest bet in the entire race. And you might be thinking, doesn't Meryl Streep have enough Oscars? Even Streep kind of feels that way. But if you've seen The Iron Lady, well, you know just how damn good her performance is. So since there really isn't much to say about Streep, other than that she'll probably win, and will personally be almost relieved if she doesn't, let's use this time to look in awe at her record. The woman has been nominated for an Oscar 17 times and won twice for Kramer vs. Kramer and Sophie's Choice. She has been nominated for a Golden Globe 26 times, seriously, and won 8 of those. She's also got 2 Emmys, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, a Cannes Film Festival Award, a BAFTA Award, plus a Tony nomination, a Grammy nomination, and quite frankly, more awards than I have time to list. Isn't it so inspiring to see what an actress can achieve when she's more interested in her craft than being the sexiest woman in the business? That's a short-term game, ladies, as new always wins. Yet Streep is 62 and still going strong.
Michelle Williams, My Week with Marilyn.
Speaking of ingenues, last but not least is Michelle Williams, who already won the Golden Globe this year for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. Yet as I was just saying, Streep is up for her role playing an aging political figure, while Williams is up for playing sexpot Marilyn Monroe at the height of her fame. But one thing the two performances do have in common is that Harvey Weinstein is behind both of them. So while this race is most likely between Streep and Davis, both Close and Williams do have a shot in an upset. But a huge handicap for Williams is that the Academy knows they'll have plenty more chances to give this young actress the gold. Not just because she's got Harvey in her corner, but because this is already her 3rd nomination. Why is that? Some say Harvey, some say because she's a great actress. But my theory, which I pointed out last year, is that Williams continues to use Heath Ledger's death for artistic leverage. Never mind that they were already split when he died, and that you never hear the actress he was dating at the time, Gemma Ward, talk about him to the press. 4 years later, Williams continues to attend all public events solo, despite having been in numerous relationships since Ledger's death, most notably with director Spike Jonze. And even this month, I read a quote from her in a magazine where she said she regularly dreams that she and Ledger are back together. I understand that he's the father of her child and that his death was truly tragic, but if she really deserves these nominations, then she doesn't need to lean so heavily on his ghost, right? And those were the 2012 Best Actress nominees. Who do you think deserves the Oscar? Leave your comments down below, and don't forget to vote in the Beyond the Trailer Oscar poll. It closes on February 18th. I'm Grace Randolph, and I hope you'll check out the rest of BTT's Oscar coverage.